What do you do when you have no health insurance and need to have medical attention in order to survive? Many people in Colorado Springs have turned to the Mission Medical Clinic, which provides free medical care and free prescription medications to adults in the area who are between the ages of 18 and 64. The idea for the Mission Medical Clinic was first conceived by Marcella Rusch in 2000, and the clinic opened its doors for its first patients in 2004. Now it's open every Thursday night and every other Saturday and Tuesday morning.
People who can meet the needs of our patients continue to show up and offer to volunteer. It's kind of like God is out there just ushering people to us. We never would have envisioned that we'd have so many wonderful things available here for patients. We had an orthopedic surgeon step forward who operates on our patients at no charge if they have orthopedic needs. We have free eyeglasses downstairs through our partnership with Renewed Vision. And we just got a grant. I opened the envelope today for the check for $49,000 to start a free dental clinic for the poor.
The first time I came, I cried because I was like, I can't believe people would give their time to do this. And I know it can't be easy for them, and they're here late and, you know, after whatever other jobs they have. And it was really nice that they give their time for that.
Since the clinic's opening, many people have stepped forward to help. Dr. Al Munson, one of the most sought-after endocrinologists in Colorado Springs, started Mission Medical's Diabetes Clinic. The wait list to see Dr. Munson at his regular office is at least 6 months long, but patients here see him for free. Diabetes patients are also able to see dietitians, go to diabetic education classes, and get free blood sugar monitors, strips, and insulin from the free pharmacy. Charles Maston has diabetes and has been seeing Dr. Munson for over 6 months.
He spent more time with me the first time seeing me, questioning me on all my needs and aches and pains and ailments and concerns about my health. And I told him, you know, he spent more time than any doctor I remember being with.
And are you feeling pretty comfortable with your carb counting now?
Yeah.
Up until 3 years ago, Wayne McIntosh was a photography teacher at Wasson High School in Colorado Springs. He was forced to retire early because of neuropathy, a condition related to his diabetes, which caused him to lose sensation in his fingers and toes. He was left without benefits, health insurance, or retirement. The first night he came to Mission Medical Clinic, he was seen by Dr. Carrier.
When we talked to him, he had chest pain with exertion, and that's very ominous. That's suggestive of a severe heart block or heart coronary artery disease.
Dr. Carrier knew that Wayne's situation was critical. He called his friend Dr. Eastburn, a cardiologist, the next morning to see if he could and would operate on Wayne, free of charge.
Marcella, who is the head of Mission Medical, called me the next day and said, Wayne, Dr. Carrier has recommended that you go see Dr. Eastburn because you're about to die.
Right, Mission Medical.
A day or two later, Dr. Eastburn operated on Wayne and got a stent placed. The procedure saved his life.
Every once in a while we'll get a patient like that where we make a very positive impact on their life. You know, we're able to really help them tremendously, and that's actually what makes me keep going. I just love doing that.
I have a heart that's working now, and life is good.
Dr. Roger D. Pumphrey, a child, adult, and adolescent psychiatrist, came to the clinic in January 2005 to serve the large number of patients with mental health problems.
Many people actually come here because they have some psychiatric problem that masks as a medical problem that may not have a lot going on with it.
A large percentage of our patients have some kind of a mental problem, you know, whether they need something for depression or schizophrenia or anxiety.
Carol Avery's husband had lost his job at the place he'd been working for over 20 years. He'd had 2 heart attacks, and she had a metabolic muscle disorder, which prevented them from getting private insurance. Since they didn't have insurance, they'd both had to cold turkey their antidepressants. Right after that, her father died, and their nephew committed suicide. They also have a terminally ill child at home, so it was something they really needed.
We called and she got us in. And we came in and we were pretty nervous like you are anytime you go somewhere new. And it was the best visit we've ever had out of any doctors everywhere. Anywhere we've been, it was just the best. The people were outstanding, they were friendly. And the thing about it was, what I saw to be the difference was that they wanted to be here. They didn't have to be here, but they wanted to be here. And so, because they wanted to be here, they took a lot of pride in what they did and they were friendly about it.
Should I? Susie's always so sweet. You gotta wonder what happens.
Mission Medical Clinic's pharmacy dispenses over $140,000 of free medication each month.
Probably, I don't know, 8 or 10 times I've had a drug rep or a doctor's office bring in some samples of a medication that we haven't had previously. And then the very next clinic will have somebody in that's diagnosed and needs that particular med. So it's just like these meds are showing up miraculously just when they're needed. And that's happened so many times that I think it's more than a coincidence. So thank you.
The Pharmacy Assistance Program is responsible for filling out the paperwork that needs to be sent in to the pharmaceutical companies in order to get the patients free medication.
What was the stuff ordered?
Without this particular department or office in Mission Medical Clinic, it really wouldn't do our patients that much good to be seen by a provider. So they see a provider and they need hypertension medication, let's say. What good does it do them to see that provider and know that they need hypertension medication if they absolutely can't afford to buy that medication at a local public pharmacy?
In order for patients to be seen at Mission Medical Clinic, they first have to fill out an eligibility packet and bring in financial documentation that proves that they make below 200% of the federal poverty line.
Are they claiming the mother as a dependent?
Are you claiming the mother?
They asked me if I'd be interested in doing eligibility, and I said no, I don't want to do it because I don't want to have to tell people they can't come in.
And this is the nursing. You can
Most people have no idea that there is a healthcare crisis in America.
see over here.
Well, every time I go to a church to speak and there's a question and answer session, people are shocked that adults who are low income or no income have no health care through Medicaid.
It's just, we're a mess. We are a mess medically, and it needs to be redone.
There are people receiving aid that shouldn't be, and the people that need it are not getting it. I do not know what the answer is. So that's why it's so nice that we have these clinics available, because we have a great number of people that's who we see. Those people are falling through the cracks.
There's a lot of honest people out there that want to work, that they're not healthy enough to do it for one reason or another, and they're really caught in a loop. What do you do if you can't get the help to get healthy, to get back out there?
It feels like money controls whether people feel good or not. Money controls whether they live or die.
I think it's easy for us, and it makes us keeps us comfortable when we say, well, people who don't have insurance are lazy, and if they had got a job, they'd have health insurance. That's easy to say when you've always had a job and you've always had health insurance. What we're offering here at Mission Medical maybe is what we ought to, across the nation, really start to seriously consider.
Mission Medical has been very good to me. They've all talked to me and treated me like I was a paying patient.
They're just marvelous people, and they're dedicated, and they run this like a real doctor's office. You wouldn't know you were a volunteer operation. It's very professional and well done.
When you tell people about it, they're like, you're kidding. I actually can get my medication, yeah. And you can see the doctor, and yeah. And you don't get treated bad or like you're scummy because you don't have a job or you don't have money or insurance, no. So it's pretty neat.